Lexicon, but I ain't got Lexicon on my teeth. This is Kylie Jenner's lip kit, so it shouldn't be on my teeth. Anyways. She the goal, she the goal. Greatest of all time, Gucci on all the time, Hi everyone, so thanks for tuning into my channel. I have got some stories to tell you. Can I just tell you that? Well, this first story, it's probably like the worst date that I've ever been on. And just take your mind in, I'm gonna paint a picture for you. We're in LA, sunny LA, and you're by yourself because my best friend, she won't come in for another week. So I had to be there by myself in the apartment, just figuring out LA by myself. This was earlier this year. So, as you do, I was already signed up to Tinder. And, yes, I was signed up to Tinder. Judge me not. So I thought, let me go to Tinder in LA because I don't know what the man them out here is saying. So, you know, let me just swipe left, swipe right. And there was this dude. Oh, he was nice. He was nice. Like, I'm going to paint the picture, right? He was about 6'3", I think his profile said. Light skinned. He was really buff, as in like bodybuilder type buff. Apparently he worked out a lot and he did like modeling for like trade shows and stuff like that. And he was just handsome. Like, if I have a picture, I'm gonna place it here because I'm gonna show you what this guy looked like, because he was A1, right? So I swiped to the right, swiped to the right. And we matched. I was feeling myself a little bit, and I'm gonna lie, kind of feeling myself. And I just remember thinking, oh, like, he's close by, because you know Tinder gives you like people within your radius. He was close by, fine as hell. I was like, yes, I'm ready for LA. Oh, I'm about to have some fun while I'm in LA. So we were talking and the conversation was kind of alright. We decided to go on a date. He was like, oh, you know, you live close by, let's go and grab some coffee in the day or whatever. I was like, oh my god, this is so amazing. Like, if it was in London, guys would want to, you know, be like, come to my house. Or I've been on dates, but I've never really been on a day date. So this was ideal for me. Like, with a day date, there's a lot less pressure because it's sunny outside, there's people outside, and you know, there's no alcohol involved, no Netflix and nothing. So I was quite excited. So I was like, cool, let's go for coffee. That's a New York of me. Now, he lived about maybe like 20 minutes from me, and we kind of met in the middle at a Starbucks. So I got in an Uber, as you do, Ubered to the Starbucks, and I felt it was kind of, I don't really recommend people going on Tinder dates because you never really know what you're going to get, and that's the same as like anything, if you're dating online or whatever, like you don't know if these people are real. But I don't know, I kind of felt like I'm in the same area as my house, so if anything was to go wrong, Uber is my best friend. I've got Wi-Fi, I've got money in my account, so I can just Uber my ass home, you know? So it was whatever. So we went. This day was hot. It was like 90 degrees, hot as hell. When I mean, I was sitting in the car with aircon fine. I stepped out the car, immediately my legs started sweating, like it was mad. And I was wearing some like sheer, tight ass bodycon skirt, which was grey. Who the hell told me to wear a grey skirt in the heat, in LA heat? I've never been to LA before, so I don't really understand this type of heat. So, got to the coffee shop, and he's sitting outside. At this point, I'm like, oh my god, he is who he says he is, and he is fine. He was so fine. I couldn't believe it. Like, I thought, I need to move out here immediately. Like, immediately, if this is what the guys are saying out here. You know, hi. I'm so-and-so. He was like, oh, hi, it's nice to meet you. So I'm sitting there. He hadn't had a drink yet, so we went inside and we got a drink. But he didn't pay for my drink. So already that was just kind of like, okay. I mean, I just feel like it's only coffee. You could pay $2 for a coffee. I mean, went back outside to sit outside in the heat now. Talking. This man, when I mean he was ticking boxes, he's fine. He speaks well, intelligent. He could speak Mandarin. Like, he was teaching me Mandarin. Like, I was just like, oh, you're about to get me in trouble, LA. You're about to get me in trouble. We were then talking for a while, and it was hot, and I didn't realize how hot it was until I actually stood up to go to the toilet, and my skirt, when I tell you, was drenched. I had this patch here, patch down my body crease. Bruh, who told me to wear a thong in a polyester skirt in 90-degree heat? When I tell you, I ran to that bathroom so fast, and I was under the dryer like this. I was like, oh my god, this is not happening to me. This guy is fine, and I'm here looking like bucket water. Like, what the hell? And it was only sweat. It was not like, it wasn't even sweat. It was just, I guess, let's say it was vaporization, because it was 90 degrees outside. So I was not sweaty or smelly. Okay, thank you very much. After I dried off and gone back outside, he was like, oh, you know, it's pretty hot out here, so maybe we should go to like the park and, you know, catch some shade or whatever and get a drink and just, you know, chill. So I was like, cool. I mean, he seems pretty decent. We were talking for a minute, so I was like, cool, we can, you know, we'll do that. So we went to the liquor store, got a cold bottle of wine, or rosé I think it was. I got an ice lolly, and we just went to the park. So when we got to the park now, there was like some huge convention going on where there was like all these mega cars of like 90s convertibles and 50s and all that kind of stuff, and it was proper massive. So there was tons of people outside. He was like, yeah, I don't think it's a good idea that we go here, because it's like, it's packed and they're about to, you know, do a bit of a madness. By this time it was like 2 o'clock, afternoon date, you know, completely safe. Like, what can happen down in the afternoon? You're exactly thinking about certain stuff in the afternoon. Anyways, so I thought. So we were sitting in the car, and he was like, oh, so since we can't go to the park, how about we go back to my house? Because obviously we both live in the area. I'll go back to my house, and then you know, I've got that projector thing, so I can project movies onto my wall, and we'll just watch a movie. And then at 4 o'clock we can go to this is my American accent, I'm so sorry, not trying to offend. He was like, at 4 o'clock we can go to this happy hour that I know that's around the corner from here too. So I was like, okay, the happy hour sounds decent. I could eat and definitely have a drink. It's hot, so, you know, whatever. But your house part, I don't really know about that. He was like, no, obviously we're not going to do nothing. It's just to kill time, because it's 2 o'clock now. So 4 o'clock is happy hour, you know, just to kill time in between. I'm grown. You're grown. You're fine as hell. And you want to get some alcohol and take it to your house and kill time. Kill time. No. I was like, no, I'm not stupid, because I know that if I go to your house that stuff's about to go down. I did that because it's about to hit the fan, you know, like it's about to go down. And I'm not about that. I did not come into LA to, you know, do this kind of stuff with boys from Tinder. No. So he was like, oh, it's totally innocent. Just come, let's just go. I was like, no. We literally spent 2 hours in the car arguing. Well, not arguing, debating about why I should go to his house. Because the next thing I know, it was 4 o'clock. I was like, oh, it's 4 o'clock. Did you say about that happy hour? Like, round the corner, I'm kind of hungry still. So we drove to the happy hour. And I'm going to give indented quotes for happy hour. When I mean happy hour, it was at this Chinese restaurant that was around the area too. And we did drive there because it was hot and he had his car. And I know this is not something that you should be doing with someone that you meet for the first time. But I'm not telling anyone to do this, but I still felt kind of safe. Again, I had Wi-Fi. I had money in my bank. So if anything was to go down and I was within the parameters of my yard, I could jump out of that car so fast. I'm not scared to jump out of a moving vehicle and run my ass down the highway, sweat patches and all. Bruh, watch me. So he didn't want to eat. And I was like, okay, maybe I won't eat too. Like, I don't know. I just felt a bit weird eating when someone's not eating. I wouldn't. So he didn't eat. He just went to get drinks. Cool. Let's turn up. The woman brought around the menu. She was like, oh, you know, happy hour started. However, it's only on beer. Beer? I don't drink beer. Oh yeah, you know, happy hour's on beer. We can get a jug and share it. Okay. He was fine. So I literally was listening to anything he was saying. I was like, okay, yes. But anyway. When I mean I had, say, where's my cup? I ain't got a cup. But if I had a cup, yeah, this is the cup. My beer was up to here. Half a cup of beer. And I sipped on that. Sipped the beer. He got the jug, as we got the jug to share. My man rinsed out the whole jug of beer by himself within the space of half an hour. I don't know if that's average or whatever, but the fact was, he drank it alone. That's a point. Asterisk next to that. He drank that beer by himself. We finished the beer, we're having good like conversation, and he was just like giving me the most amount of talk about, oh, do you know what I would do to you? I would do so much to you. Do you know the type of loving that I give? No word of a lie. Do you know how deep it can get and what I could do for you? I'm sitting in my chair like, I don't know whether to laugh or whether to cry because I'm drinking beer next to this cornball who's telling me what kind of loving he would give me. I'm sorry, but I feel like if you give the greatest loving, you shouldn't have to tell me you're going to give me great loving, whatever. If it's going to happen because I'm already attracted to you, let it happen. Don't push me into it. But whatever, he's going on. Oh, I couldn't even give you the words he was spitting to me because they were lyrics. He was spitting lyrics. So I was like, okay, cool. The waitress came over and she was like, oh, do you want another drink? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, I don't really drink beer, you know, so I'm not going to get another drink. He was like, yeah, let's get another jug. Yeah, let's get another jug of beer because it's on happy hour. My G, you're drinking that beer by yourself, you know, because I'm not drinking it. I'm sipping and sipping my water. Sipping, okay? He is drinking. Go on ahead and drink what you want, in a business. So we're talking, and he decides to get all weird on me. He was like, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I asked you to come to my house earlier and you turned me down or whatever, that was a huge turn off to me. I said, sorry? What do you mean turn off? It was a huge turn off to me because, you know, I know that you want someone that's consistent in your life and I can be that consistency to you, so why wouldn't we just do this? I just met you. I'm about to go to no one's house to do nothing and you're from Tinder. I don't know where you've been. Oh, well, I'm just telling you that it was a huge turn off to me. Okay, so why don't you end the date then? Why are we still sitting here and you was guzzling off beer? I was like, let me leave this down to the alcohol because this guy could not be for real. I was like, listen, I just got here and, you know, I'm not about to just spread out to whoever for the sake of your good looks. No. He was like, oh, okay, I do understand where you're coming from, but just know I'm going to give you an ultimatum. An ultimatum, really? Yeah, you're going to give me an ultimatum. Okay. He says, dead in my eye. When I mean he was dead in my eye. Dead in my eye. I'm going to give you a few weeks. Let you think about it. And I'm going to call you. If there's no one that you like, we're going to do this. I said tomorrow. Like, this way he's talking to me. I'm sorry, you're giving me an ultimatum to figure it out in a few weeks to find someone. If I don't find someone, then we're going to do this. I didn't care. At this point, I didn't care how many abs or muscles and ripples and good looks and mandarins that he could chat to me, I was turned off. Light switch off, off. How you telling me you're giving me ultimatums as if you're the best thing since sliced bread and I'm going to do this with you? No. How about just no? Like, it was corny, man. It was so cheesy. I could not believe what was going on. So I'm like, okay, is this date gonna come to an end? Because it's the afternoon, I'm ready, like, I'm not in the mood anymore. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here drinking nasty ass beer. I just wanna bounce at this point and go home. So he was like, okay, let's get the check. Got the check now. When I mean, no word of a lie, this check came up to $20. $20. That's about, right now it's about 18 pounds for 2 pitchers of beer. That's all it was, 2 pitchers. This dude looked me in my face and said, so what are you gonna contribute? One second. What am I gonna contribute? You said, what am I gonna contribute? Okay, right. I've clearly like just, I don't know what's going on with my life right now. I was like, do you know what? I'm not even gonna argue. So I look in my purse and I didn't bring out much change with me. Like, I have everything on my card because I never really carry change. Whatever. I had $5 bill in my purse. I took out the $5. I said, here, this is all I've got. Take it. Oh, nah, man, you gotta at least come with a 10. You gotta at least come with a 10. For what? You drank 2 pitchers of beer by yourself, babes, and you want me to come with a $10 to split this bill in half? Is my name idiot? Am I a dickhead? No. What? Who even asked that? I was turned off is not even the word. At this point, lights are off, car is off the drive, and I'm busting a UE on the freeway. Like, I'm out of here. Like, how dare you? I'm sorry, am I wilding out, or is he fresh for saying that to me? I said, listen, I ain't got no $10 bill, but I got a $5 bill, and you're gonna take that $5 bill and pay the bill. But he took it, he laughed it off or whatever. So he then says, oh, okay, I'll drop you home. So he starts strolling through the car park, strolling. Okay, cool. I'm looking at him like, this dickhead, like, he's fine as hell. And I mean fine as hell. Butter waist man. Whew, I could not believe. So he was like, oh yeah, so you live around this part? And then I think I saw him kind of like do a stumble. I was like, are you okay? He was like, yeah, I'm good. He's had 2 pitchers of beer, bear in mind, so really he shouldn't be driving, and I shouldn't be getting in a car with him. But I thought, I don't know, I just thought, if you're gonna take me home, commit to taking me home, innit? Don't act a fool. He then stumbles. I was like, are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? Like, you can drive? He was like, yeah, I'm fine. Get to the car now. I had my hand on the door. My hand on the door. Open up door. He then is on the other side of the car, looks at me. He goes, do you know what? I was like, what? He was like, I said, get an Uber? He's like, yeah. My face! I looked this dude in his eye and I was like, no word of a lie. I walked right off and I did not say bye. I did not wave. I spun my hair around and I walked my ass off. Thank God for Wi-Fi. Thank God for Uber, because within 2 minutes, my Uber was in front of me. By the time I walked to the end of that parking lot, my Uber was right there. Bruh. I said, this dickhead left me, and I mean, by the time it was a pretty big parking lot, so I started walking, right? He zoomed past me, as in like, said, okay, whatever. Got in my Uber and I took my ass home. When I mean, I was so vexed. I don't even know if I was vexed, you know, because the fact is he was fine and I bagged that, you get me? Like, but he was a cornball, so cheesy, and I would never, ever give him the time of day ever again. And do you know what the more funniest thing is of this story? A couple weeks later, what did he do? He called my phone. No, he messaged me. He messaged my phone talking about, so how's it going out here in LA? Bruh, if you don't get off my life. This is not how it goes down. I don't know where you think you're coming from. This ain't no British muffin. You can't just snack and pick and choose on whatever you want. I could have given it to you, but you wanted to be all cheesy, so you lost out, my friend. I'm so sorry you lost out. So that's probably the worst date that I've been on in my life. But the point is, yeah, like that's why I'm still single, because of idiots like that. Good looking, smart, intelligent, but an idiot, an actual idiot. Yeah, that's the end of my story, and I hope you have some nice comments for me under this video. Yeah, let me know what you thought of my story.